Before you come out here, you need to hear this. And I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. Hey fam, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Javon J, and I'm a California native who moved to Bangkok to teach English and immerse myself in Thai culture. Today we're tackling 10 myths that foreigners are pretty much sold on life here in Thailand that you probably need to hear about before you come out here, especially if you're going to be moving here. So let's get into it. Starting off at the top of the list, Thailand is cheap. Now obviously, yes, Thailand can be cheaper than Western countries like the US, the UK, etc., etc. However, that doesn't mean it's universally cheap. Your cost of living is obviously going to depend on your location and your lifestyle. So if you're staying in a neighborhood like Ekamai or Thong Lor, which has a lot of expats, living out there is going to be way more expensive than if you're living on the outskirts or neighborhoods that are mostly with Thai locals. Also, saying that Thailand is cheap is kind of discounting the experience of Thai locals. And that's not to say that all Thai locals are struggling financially, but for Thai locals that are earning Thai baht and aren't getting paid nearly as much as people earning USD or GBP or other Western currencies, those currencies obviously stretch a lot farther in Thailand. As a foreign teacher, I get paid more than a local Thai teacher. So that's just the reality of the situation. Also, imported goods aren't cheap, especially food. With groceries, and I might do a video on this. Let me know if you guys want like a cost of living breakdown video. I would happily make one. But if you're going for foods that you're used to, obviously that comes with a higher import fee. There's a grocery store out here called Villa Market that basically specializes in imported foods from the US, UK, Australia. The prices are insane. I would say it's like the Erewhon of Thailand, honestly. If you're not familiar, Erewhon is the most expensive grocery store in the US. It's in LA. But a box of Cheez-Its is the equivalent of about 10 US dollars, which is absolutely insane. So yeah, just so you have a broader idea of that. So if you're going to be moving here, you either better get used to developing a Thai palate or just be willing to spend just as much, if not astronomically more, than you would back in the States or wherever your home country is. So universally, it's not cheap. So maybe let's not say that anymore. And I think that perfectly segues into my next one, which is all expats live a luxury lifestyle. The reality is a lot of expats like myself are teachers or digital nomads or retirees that are stretching their savings. I don't know if you guys have seen that one guy on TikTok. I can't think of his name at the moment, but he always starts his videos off like, Sawadee ka!
Hey bro, literally I got the best room in the world. It literally got a pool in it, twin, like a pool.
He's this black guy from Memphis. That guy looks like he is living his best life, and I love that for him. This is no shade to him. I can't stop smiling because he's so funny. But yeah, not everybody's living like that and just balling out and, you know, it's selling you this idea that Thailand is just dirt cheap. Not all the expats that move out here live like that. And of course, that's going to depend on what part of Thailand you move to. So obviously, cities like Bangkok and Phuket are going to cost a lot more than, say, Chiang Mai or Isan or other more rural parts of Thailand. So just know that not everyone out here is living like an influencer. All right, number 3, Thai culture is the same everywhere. That's not true. And honestly, I don't think we should be speaking in absolute. But I feel like a lot of times people forget that Thailand is a country. It's not a city. It's just like any other country, right? You know, in the United States, you're getting so many different cultures. Every region and every state pretty much has its own vibe. So things like customs, food, and even language vary by region. I didn't even know until I moved here that the folks that live in Isan speak their own language. They speak Isan. It's totally different, which blew my mind. I did not know that. There's this guy I follow on Instagram. I'll put his name up on the screen. I think his name's Pepino or something. He does a lot of videos where he shows like the difference between Thai and Isan. It's actually really cool.
English versus Thai versus Isan. Let's go.
Hello
สวัสดีครับ
หวัดดีจ้า It's alright
ไม่เป็นไร
บ่เป็นหยัง Stop talking
หยุดพูดได้แล้ว
เศร้าเว้าแน่
So different.
So yeah, this whole country can't be defined in one way, if that makes sense. Number 4, and I know I'm going to get pushback from this, especially from Thai locals, but please just hear me out before you start tip-tapping away on your keyboard, okay? I promise. Just work with me here. And that myth is Thai people are always friendly. Now, I will agree that generally speaking, yeah, Thai people are friendly and welcoming and warm and will go out of their way to help you. That's been my experience by and large. But that doesn't mean that every interaction will be positive. And I know that Thailand is known as the land of smiles, but not everybody's smiling. I mean, Thai people, just like everyone, are human and they experience different emotions. They're not always in a good mood, you know, they're allowed to have a bad day. day. Some people are just grumpy and bitter in general. You can't escape that. There's nowhere in the world where everybody's just happy and friendly and warming 100% of the time, and you'll have experiences with Thai locals that may not be what you expect. Even as something as simple as going to 7-Eleven and the clerk has an attitude for whatever reason. A lot of the times it's not about you, it's whatever they have going on in their life. But I think if you go in with that mindset of knowing that Thai people, just like everybody else on this planet, experience a range of emotions and they're not always going to be feeling chipper or friendly or happy, then that'll help you manage your expectations, honestly. If you come here expecting everybody to be pleasant and friendly, it's going to be really jarring and off-putting when you inevitably do have a not so great interaction with somebody here. So I always just say it's best to just take people as individuals. Period. Now, number 5 is specific to Bangkok, and that's Bangkok is a concrete jungle. And yes, Bangkok is a massive city. I have yet to see all of it, and I've been here for 5 months. There's a lot of skyscrapers. Traffic is abysmal, as I've said on here many times, but it also has beautiful parks, like I've showed you all Lumpini Park. Being there, I completely forget I'm in Bangkok. They have nice riverside areas like the Chao Phraya River, which I actually have a view of from my balcony. I love it. And it has its quiet residential neighborhood. It's not all traffic and skyscrapers and smog. There are areas that are more low-key, chill, and full of nature, which is great because you get a little bit of everything, and that was one of the reasons why I wanted to live in Bangkok. Areas like Bang Katrao, which is known as the green lung of Bangkok, and even temple grounds offer like a peaceful oasis away from all of the chaos. So if it ever becomes too much or overstimulating, you do have options within the city to just relax and not be in the constant go, go, go of Bangkok. Number 6, Thailand is dangerous. Now, of course, no place is completely crime-free, but Thailand is generally safe. Violent crime rates are relatively low, and most of the crime here is either petty theft or tourism scams. So what I would say, like anywhere else, is you should still be cautious and aware of your surroundings. Do your research on common scams out here so you don't get got. But yeah, it's not like this lawless place that some people imagine. All right, up next at number 7, Thai food is always spicy. Dishes like pad see ew, which is one of my favorites, pad thai, khao pad, masimang curry, green curry, dishes like that aren't innately spicy. And when you're ordering your dishes, you can always say mai ped. Mai ped means not spicy or no spice. Or if you like a little bit of a kick, you could say nit noi ped, which means a little bit spicy. All right, number 8, and this is one that I won't lie, I've actually told you guys this many times, and after living here in 5 months, I have been proven wrong. Not many times, but I have been proven wrong. And that's that it's always hot in Thailand. The reality is Thailand is a tropical country, but that doesn't mean it's always scorching hot, like I've complained about many times. I've actually experienced some breezy days and sometimes even chilly mornings. But yeah, the climate isn't 100% just scorching sun like I thought it would be, so that's nice. Typically, the cool season is between November and February, so as of me recording this, we are on the tail end of that season. And actually, in northern Thailand, it can get cold at night. So yes, despite me constantly saying, it is so muggy, it's freaking hot here. Now, will you need a puffer coat out here? Absolutely not. You could probably get away with like, a light jacket, a cardigan, but like a leather jacket or puffer coat, you're definitely not going to need that out here. But yeah, it's not always hot. All right, number 9. And honestly, based on the vlogs that I've seen, I can understand why this narrative gets pushed, and that is bugs will invade your condo. A lot of people assume that because of the tropical climate, that living in Thailand automatically means that you're going to have a pest problem and dealing with constant bugs, lizards, and geckos all up in your house. But honestly, if you're in a well-maintained condo that regularly does pest control maintenance, you shouldn't have any issues. I've mentioned before in another video that my condo does sprayings once a week. I've never seen any roaches or ants or anything like that, and I definitely haven't seen any lizards. I will say though, they are more common in more rural areas and older homes. All right, lastly at number 10, and I think this is so important for expats to hear. Before you come out here, you need to hear this. And I'm going to hold your hand when I say this. Moving to Thailand will not solve all of your problems. I'm going to say it again. Moving to Thailand will not solve all of your problems. Now, don't get me wrong, a fresh start is great. When I first got here, I felt on top of the world, especially given the situation that I had left. So if you watched part 1 of my From Broke to Bangkok series, you'll know where I came from and you'll know my story. So I get that feeling of just wanting to pack up and have a fresh start. But if you're struggling mentally or emotionally, those things aren't going to magically disappear just because you're in a new country. I think it's definitely normal to have a honeymoon phase when you go to a new country. But like all honeymoon phases, phases they end. You start to see the not so good things about living there, the things that maybe you don't care for. And I've always loved the saying, everywhere you go, there you are. The stuff that you're dealing with up here, if you're actually not dealing with it and you're trying to suppress it, and you think that moving somewhere else will rid you of those problems or past traumas, I'm going to let you know right now, it's not. Emotional baggage, loneliness, and culture shock can honestly hit hard, or even feeling homesick, even if where you are right now, you feel like, hell no, I'm not going to miss this country. And that was me. Are you kidding me? I left a month before the election. Literally on my way to the airport, I dropped off my mail-in ballot. So yeah, moving abroad, it can be amazing, of course. It's a whole new culture. It opens you up to new experiences. But if you're not dealing with any emotional baggage or past traumas and think that a new location is going to magically erase that, I'm going to let you know right now, no, it will not. So I think if you keep that phrase in mind, everywhere you go, there you are, you will have a more realistic expectation of when you get here or any country that it's not going to magically solve all your problems. Alright, so those are 10 myths about life in Thailand. Let me know in the comments if you once believed these misconceptions or if you've heard any other misconceptions about Thailand. Let's clear them up in the comments. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! No, go away. Why do you keep picking my balcony? What the No way. I don't know if that's good luck or if that's like an ancestor trying to contact me, but babe, I'm busy. Please do that another time. Appreciate you.